Welcome back. Now, Namibia and Mauritius are strengthening economic ties during the inaugural Namibia-Mauritius Business Forum. The two-day forum that started earlier today is exhibiting companies from Mauritius in Namibia. Joining me to discuss the purpose of the forum is Girish Baktowansang, the Director of Industry in the Economic Development Board of Mauritius. A very good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us on Business Today.
Good evening, Maurice, and good evening to the beautiful people of Namibia.
Well, welcome to the land of the brave. I would like to extend that invite on behalf of Business Today.
Thank you.
Girish, talk to us a bit about the purpose of the Namibia-Mauritius Forum. What exactly is this forum and what are you trying to achieve by participating?
Yes, Namibia and Mauritius are like-minded countries. We share so many values. And both countries have signed and ratified the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Right. Times have come to walk the talk. We are talking about one single African market. Mm-hmm. We are talking about more exchange, more intra-trade. Mm-hmm. We are talking, about, sharing in developing the regional value chain. So have to do it. So since the target already set, so we decided to bring 50 operators from Mauritius, 15 here to showcase their products in an objective, to build partnership.
Right.
And building partnership in a spirit of win-win.
Right. No, definitely. So we understand that, the Mauritian economy is based on tourism as well as sugar, looking at the financial services sector. Technology is also another strong area that Mauritius has really been involved in, renewables also. Just for the sake of our viewers, and just to help them gain a better understanding of the Mauritian economy, give us a brief description of the economy there.
So Mauritius is a small island, right. A small island development state. We started very low. At time of independence, our GDP per capita was 400 USD. And now we have been able to come to 12,800 USD per capita. Okay? And this has been possible because, of that way of looking at things. You're small. You don't have raw materials, you need to lay emphasis how to grow, how to progress in order that your people benefit out of it. And since day one, we are putting focus on value addition. Mm-hmm. And on value additions have been coupled with innovation, an innovative spirit. So when we started the industry, imagine the challenge. We were not having any raw materials there, but we were putting a lot of emphasis on transformation. And we had to sell to big countries in Europe where they were having a lot of exigencies. So we had an attitude till the beginning. Mm. Listen to what these clients are saying. Listen to their exigencies. And on top of it, we did not want to be dependent, only on one product or on one market. Mm. So we innovate. We come out with a number of sectors, the tourism, the financial services. We go on, now we are developing even the medical sector. We are developing medical devices that we are selling. So a number of sectors came to contribute to that GDP. Right. And we have been able to reach where we are today. And today, when the opportunity of the regional trades knock at the doors of we African nation, it's time for us to exploit it and to take full advantage of it. Different, countries have been able to progress because a couple of countries have come forward in this particular continent to make things happen. Mm. So we believe, like with Namibia and Mauritius, we'll be able to do it. We'll be able to bring, to lead, if you are that regional value chain, by bringing a number of initiatives that show that we can make things happen.
100%. You mentioned earlier on that 50 vendors approximately have accompanied you on this journey. Are there specific areas and sectors that you are focusing on with your delegation?
Yeah, the 15 vendors that came with us, they are all operators, manufacturers, among women entrepreneurs, among youth, among young entrepreneurs, among others more established also. So what we are looking to do when these people come, things that we feel important. We have companies that manufacturing paint in Mauritius. We can have in this regional value, some different work that could be done here in Namibia and using Namibia as the focal point to distribute to other countries here. We have a strong textile and apparel industry that have been developing a number of products. But, up to now, the whole Africa region, when we export on the agua that Namibia also take advantage, we are still a very low exporter to USA. We need to join hands to be bigger exporters and conquer markets. So this is very important that we join hands. So the message for us It's not at all a message of win-lose or of competition. It's a message that we can go far in a collaborative approach. And that collaborative approach is very essential to win many battles. Why not the war?
Right. And this collaborative approach is one that you are of the opinion that should really receive a lot of attention at the two-day forum that is currently underway.
Definitely at the forum, I'll lay emphasis on this because this is very important. Can we imagine, from Namibia, you have the meat that you're exporting to Europe. And why this meat cannot reach the market of Mauritius? Can you imagine the beautiful furniture that we are doing there? Okay, we can have the wood from here. Okay, we are already taking the leather from an African country. All this in order to have beautiful products that we export. So in all the products that we are talking about not regional supply chain. We are talking about value addition.
Right.
Okay, this is very important because when we grow together. And Africa grow prosperous.
Right. There is a very important point that I wanted to get to you. From a business perspective and the development of value chains, that is understood, but then the regulatory environment should be of support essentially government's role is to creating an enabling environment for business to thrive. Also looking at challenges like inhibiting factors to doing trade or to trading, barriers to entry in certain markets. Is this also something that is being looked at the forum?
Yes, because the African Continental Free Trade Agreement do stress about removing the hurdles, the different hurdles that are there, and we are taking full advantage as the market is being opened up.
Right.
And we want everybody to take advantage, even from Namibia or from Mauritius. So what we want is we get information, we need to share notes, people have to understand from all quarters, from all parties, okay, understand how it's not a question of making, products only from one particular country. The collaboration is making through Africa. So if you have, products like even the jewelry products that you're having here, the diamonds that we're having here. In Mauritius, we do cutting and polishing of diamonds. We don't have diamonds. We do cutting and polishing that we export back to Europe. So there is a number of benefits in the value addition that countries have to take advantage.
The theme to the forum is developing new regional value chains. What are some of the new value chains? And you did speak on this a bit earlier on. What exactly do you mean by that? Creating new value chains the two countries have identified and can essentially exploit and take full advantage of?
But definitely, can you imagine from the country perspective when we are importing, where we are importing products, be it from Mauritius or be it from Namibia? Okay, we are just importing a number of products that we could have joined hands and do it together. And these products are, very much extensive. When you have, products from Mauritius with regards to even detergents that are being manufactured and exported and sold, why can't we have this sort of linkages where it's being sent in bulk and then the packaging being done from here and the focal point being the distribution channel from here to a number of countries? So we should be able to find, in that particular value chain where we position ourselves as per our forte.
Yeah.
This is very important. The industry of Mauritius is more than 55 years, so they have developed a number of experience, and that's why in the different indexes we have been able to reach, a bit the top.
Yeah.
So the point is not that, the point is how to sustain, and the point is how to grow. We never grow together alone. You grow together, not alone.
Yeah. Let's pivot a bit, sir. Talk to us a bit about the current economic ties between Namibia and Mauritius. We do come a long way historically, politically. Now we're trying to really build very strong economic ties. What does that picture look like, sir?
Yeah, that picture as at today, if you ask a normal Mauritian, you will know Namibia by the beer we drink. Okay, the exchange between, and if you ask a Namibian about Mauritius, he will tell Mauritius is the beautiful beaches. Okay, though I must say that when I saw the beautiful safari, the desert that you're having here, coupled with the beach in Mauritius, the sun, sand, and sea, I wonder whether this is not a product offered to sell, from charter planes coming to Europe.
Right.
Okay, yes, at the moment it's very less. It's nearly 1 million USD exchange between the two countries in buying and selling, despite having a number of of core values that we share. because we're never looking at it like that. When we know that the port here in Namibia, it's effective in the terms of there's a number of advantages, like it's a port that take less time to unload the products that goes to Africa, and you have a number of dry ports, which I made to understand, okay, with DRC, Zambia and all that. What does that mean? It means access to a big market.
Indeed.
And this big market, need to be served. Don't forget, it's a young continent. It's an emerging middle class. A number of youth that needs, to be in fashion, take advantage of the number of products to satisfy both their wants, their needs, etc. So how to take this advantage? We have to build that ecosystem. We have to build the distribution channel. And this we can do it together with like-minded countries like Namibia.
You touched a bit earlier on the AfCFTA, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, which has formed part of the agenda at the forum. Now, but more pragmatically and really looking at some of the modalities that are going to be discussed, that will be set between the two countries.
Yes, when we talk, for me, honestly, about the African Continental Free Trade Agreements, okay, and taking that we were already in the SADC, it goes some way more up, it's a game changer. It's one have to understand, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for businesses, for people to take advantage of. It's not only limited, just to make an agreement. We have to walk the talk. The exchange that could be, can you imagine when I come to Namibia, the number of beautiful things that I discover here, and when you go to Mauritius, the number of beautiful things that you discover is beyond the simple description of words. Okay, what we could see in the word Mauritius equal to tourism or Namibia equal to this. No, it's not. It's more than that. So in having this integrated regional market, single market, implies also exchange of people, movement of people. And taking movement of people imply what? The best talents joining hands together.
100%.
This is what's very important to make things happen, both, not only in terms of industry, but in services.
So if I'm a businessman or possible investor listening to us now, and I want to come to Mauritius for possible business or to really look at the possibilities of being a foreign investor in Mauritius, what does that look like? And also, as part of the forum right now, will that be clearly mapped out for Namibians to essentially get on a plane and go to Mauritius and be welcomed as investors?
When I discuss with a number of stakeholders is here, even your agency in Namibia, and I'm always stressing on a partnership. It's not only, thinking of selling and buying. And I'm inviting them, and they have agreed to come to Mauritius with the big delegations, discover at different level, public, private, even civic, how it goes on, and how we make linkages. So obviously, business people who wish, to take advantage of the fiscal or non-fiscal incentive in Mauritius can take this advantage. The simple thing would have been applied for a premium visa. Mauritius has developed a visa that even if you are based here and are earning your income here, not decided on what you want to do, you go to the beach there with your laptop, you keep on doing your work, watch the beautiful sunset, watch your dolphins, and decide on what the type of bridges you want to build and take advantage of the setup in Mauritius.
Before I let you go, we understand that there are certain strengths that Mauritius have economically. When we look at, again, I mentioned the financial services sector being one of them, innovation, technology being another. Are there components to that Namibia can learn lessons from and just really draw lessons from that and try to emulate Mauritian examples to essentially also help grow and add additional value to what we do here?
Yeah, definitely. Whether in the financial sector, whether in the industry, where I lead as director of industry, you don't build an industry over days. Okay, capacity building is important. Building the type of production processes which is required. But understand the fundamental. You just not manufacture and then you sell. Understand the market that you are targeting, what they are looking for, and you manufacture for that market. Obviously, There are a number of experience to be shared, a number of notes to be shared. So when we see each other, not like me looking at you, but walking shoulder to shoulder toward a common objective. That's what we need to see. The common objective is a bigger picture.
Right.
The bigger picture is implementing the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to make the country prosperous, Namibia, Mauritius, and to make the continent prosperous. So this, according to me, should the way we look at it.
Yes, definitely can see that you are a man that is that loves the continent and loves to see and would love to see its prosperity moving forward. Mr. Girish, thank you so much for your time. That's all we have for you this evening.
It has been a pleasure for me to talk to you, Maurice.
We can talk all evening and have this conversation. Thank you very much for taking time out.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you enjoy your stay in the land of the brave.
Definitely.
100%.